Hello, hello, and welcome to another edition of Nightfall in Amsterdam. This evening we find ourselves at the Amsterdam Forest, which was the former frozen forest where the Garou of the Riddling Waters have set up a camp until they find a new home. And yeah, it's a park. It's technically a public park. It was a former cairn, but the Garou know all the pathways and such in the forest to kind of keep out of the way and such. So, yep, Eir is gonna kind of be being off in one of the lesser known paths over, and she's kind of leaned over what appears to be a fire pit, and she's kind of starting to get a fire pit going, being as it's cooler outside now.
Okay. Alvaro will have been working in the camp, but when he spots her, he'll saunter on over, kind of lean over her shoulder as she's doing whatever she's doing with his lanky self. How's it
Is,
coming?
is he behind her?
Yes, just
She
standing there.
kind of sits straight up and she looks over her shoulder. Has anyone ever told you not to sneak up on people?
They have, yes.
And yet you still continue to do it. That's a good way to get your ass kicked.
It would not be first time, and will not be last.
She kind of motions towards a stump.
He'll,
Care to join me?
sure, he will go sit in front of said stump. There she owns the stump.
And she kind of proceeds into getting the fire going here.
I'm gonna
Gets
assume
it
they're.
nice and rip roaring.
I'm gonna assume they're somewhat alone.
Yeah. She kind of is separated herself from the bigger groups of people.
So we have no real leader here.
Mm, I beg to differ. I
Nope.
believe that would fall to Petrus.
OC, that
Yeah.
was that the slightly crazy Viking guy.
No,
Okay, good.
no. Uh, Here, let me pull up the werewolf stuff so we can go from there. Petrus is a Shadow Lord Theurge, an elder.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I believe that's marked. No, sorry, wrong one. Where is Petrus on here? Cursed by blood.
Ah, okay. Um, you know him well.
I do.
Good. Uh, trust him.
I do trust him with my life,
Good. Um,
and I
yeah,
have. She kind of smiles as she's got a backpack sitting next to her, and she kind of unrolls something from it.
well, kind of glance.
And she holds up the thing in the rumors that looks like human flesh. It's about her size.
All right. Would he have any immediate idea what that would be?
Nope.
Okay. When scalping,
More like flaying.
what did you flay?
Myself.
Just kind of look toward her back. You're walking around well.
We heal quickly.
So you cut off your skin.
And I made it into a fetish.
Ah,
It's called a
okay.
spirit skin.
Let me see if I have any knowledge on anything like that. Nope.
Unless you, I was gonna say it would fall under get lore.
Yep. No idea.
It basically gives you extra protection in fights against spirits.
That's good. That's amazing.
It definitely takes some time.
Did you use anesthetics before?
No, no,
Hmm.
just a knife.
Had help, I assume.
Petrus was present just to make sure that if things went south, someone was present, but that's it.
The angles. Okay. Hmm. Well, congratulations.
It's my first fetish, too. She looks proud of herself.
I will have to buy you a drink at some point. Celebrate. Perhaps a gentleman Jack instead of regular Mr. Jack Daniels.
She gives you a very serious look. No American whiskey.
All right, fine. How about do you like Evan Williams?
What is that?
It is a bourbon.
It's American, isn't it?
I. It sounds very American. It is quite possible it could be.
How about we stick to the Jameson?
I
She
can buy you.
smiles.
I can do that. Um, but
So what brings
congratulations.
you? Thank you, thank you. What brings you to my humble little corner for the evening?
A few things.
Oh boy,
No, I guess we should. He starts to look a little awkward. We'll just start at the beginning. Do you remember Miss Ekta?
I do.
Okay, well, we'll gloss over. We are dating.
Okay,
We can just move past that. Um,
congratulations.
Thank you. Anyway, still looks slightly awkward. Um, but I bring that up because it ties into the next thing. The will workers have made something, and I'm not sure how much of a threat it could be to us.
Okay, what is it?
It targets what makes the will workers. Um,
Okay,
their their being, but it focuses
okay,
on belief, and
okay.
they are going to use it on these Templars, the same from the Crusades. They're having some internal conflict.
Oh, all these conflicts between the pagans and the holy
That
men.
yes, um, Ekta is going with a couple people, Samantha, and some others to try to talk the Templars down from them wanting to kill all of them, which is, a respectable thing to do. Um, I do not think it will work, but I told Ekta I would watch, and if she required my assistance, I would show up.
They're trying to kill a bunch of people.
The Templars have declared all of the mages not of their faith and that have associated with the pagans enemies, and if they cross their paths, they are going to kill them, is what they told Ekta and the others. They assaulted the friar, broke his nose, stripped him, broke his sword, took his church, and that is currently where they're holding up.
Wait, they are whole the church Isn't that where the pagans had eventually took it and made it theirs? If
They
it's the same
had.
church I'm thinking of.
I'm not sure. It's whatever one the friar lived in.
Yes, that one.
The Templars took it.
She raises an eyebrow. Well, that's interesting. So that place belonged to the Christians and then the pagans and now the Christians again?
Seems so, but it's more radical, as zealots as they are.
Okay, okay.
That is not the biggest concern. Killing the Templars isn't really the problem. Ekta is more worried about using this device, which some of the mages or will workers or magi seem keen on doing. Um, my concern is the device itself, target's belief. I do not know if they might get a hair up their ass and decide to throw it at us at one point.
Well, in all technicality, if it targets belief, we would technically fall under the pagan beliefs because, well, we worship Gaia, who is the earth,
Mm-hmm.
which is what paganism is all about. I mean, she has many other names, but depending on your culture, but yes,
It can change.
our beliefs would fall under the pagan beliefs.
Yeah. But
oh boy,
I did not know if it was something worth bringing up to Petra.
Petrus. Ooh.
Petrus. So I figured I'd run it through you first.
I'm sure that it could be something, but we do have allies amongst the will workers. My cousin, I'm sure my brother, a few others that are friends. I can certainly think of one that will be more than happy to bring violence upon these people.
One of us or one of the magi?
One of them.
There is one in particular she named off Aaron.
Oh boy.
He's the one pushing for it to be used.
Okay, here's the thing about Aaron. I don't know how much they all know about him, but he does have a spirit that he is allied with that is of Fenrir's brood. It is essentially a fire giant.
That was always fun.
And from what I've grasped from my brief couple encounters with him, he does not like Garou. I don't know why. But he's always been less than friendly to me, even insulting. I'm sure he would love to burn a bunch of things.
That's reassuring.
So that could present a problem, and Aaron is very tech-based from what I've witnessed with him beyond the fiery Surtur friend that he has.
You would not think those two things would go hand in hand, but apparently they do.
Yeah, they do.
But that's what I wanted to bring to your attention. I see you more than I see Miss Veronica.
Right. If they're trying to go up against, if they're trying to, I'm assuming they're Aaron. Well, Aaron wants to use this and they don't. It's kind of going to be a battle between them as well.
The majority of them want to use this device. The two that don't are Acta, and I think she has not said who else. But those are
Okay.
the two that are going to go speak or try to speak with the Templars and talk them out of whatever they're doing. Which
You don't know who else is going for this conversation?
no,
Because if they hold beliefs outside of theirs, this could very well end poorly.
it probably will. That's why I'm going.
The best we could do is be there in the Umbra, but from what I've noticed, they too have spirits of a sort that work with them. When I was at the church the first time, when the pagans took it, there was a very large, well, and from what I can describe, angelic spirit there that, and I quote, kill all the infidels. I'm assuming it was one of theirs.
That I did not know. That
It so
it was on the grounds.
it was there at the church, uh, and my assumption is it was connected to another person because one of the will workers had ended this person's life while myself and another of my tribe mate and two of the other magi's handled this angelic spirit in the Umbra. So, surprise, they can step sideways too.
Hmm.
um,
You know the Magi here fairly well.
some of them, not all of them.
Do you think if we were to lend aid in this, that they would be willing to let us use that area as a possible Karen? Even though it's in the city.
I don't know if they'll go that far if it's already been in use. They might just be better off destroying it with these other violent people, magi. I mean, it would be built in blood and their beliefs as well.
Hmm.
We might have to completely erase the spirit there. And if they're holding a stronghold of that nature, yeah, I'm willing to guess that we need to kill a spirit as well as those fueling it. But keep in mind, they're probably not the only ones that have that belief. They're just not in this city.
Oh no, yeah. It I think it targets a specific area, which makes me curious what it will do to the spirits that are in the area.
Oh boy.
I did
Um,
not,
I
I did not consider that.
mean, I have one idea, but I'm not sure how it would work. Uh, what if I said that there was a devourer spirit running loose in the city that is wild in nature
That
and
I would
not
say
corrupt?
that is interesting.
Well, it devours things that can give it power.
So maybe it could devour this angelic spirit.
Maybe it could devour. I mean, if there's something of that nature there, we need one of them who, I mean, we could go and stay on the other side and see what's there.
Would you be willing?
but I'm willing to check it out. It's dangerous. We'd have to make sure that the couple elders that are here would know. I mean, that would basically be cursed by blood and Fenrir's fury. They are both elder theurges.
I just don't want to drag you into something that you don't need to be dragged into.
Um, what's her name? There's a um. I'm trying to remember her name. She's a black fury. She issued my fostering challenge to me. She's versed in various faiths. She might have something to say for it. But I don't believe she's here anymore.
That is a shame.
I think this is a discussion to be had with the elders and see what they have to say on it before we commit. Because as you know, we're trying to find a home as well, and agitating the Magi may not go well. Like I said, we do have some allies amongst them, but at that point it becomes us or them. And the elders may not want us involved at all. But at the same time, our very way of being could be targeted. This is a tough one.
I'm not suggesting we go destroy the devices. I'm just saying. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. But
I think we should get more information from those involved beforehand. Perhaps with Ekta and whomever else be involved.
We can. I will call her and see if she is up for a chat with us.
Yeah, we should do that.
Do you think they would care if I was just there to shadow her and protect her as needed?
Is she kinfolk?
No.
They probably would. If they were kinfolk, if she were kinfolk, that might be another story, but they would definitely want her protected, but same time, yeah, I think we should chat with Ekta and get more information. And then we can talk with the elder theurges and maybe get maybe even a philodox to make a choice here. And that could make things real interesting.
Yes.
Considering the philodox present, I think I think our elder philodox is. Oh boy.
Is it?
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. We've got a couple, but yeah, that could be interesting either way.
Why do you say that?
We are looking at Judges the Kings, who is of Pegasus's brood. Or we are looking at Brands the False, who is of Grandfather Thunder's brood. And she kind of crinkles her nose, marked by blood, who is of my tribe.
That is the gentleman who just showed up.
No, no. Marked by blood was not there. He tends to be elsewhere in the city most of the time.
If I had to choose, Pegasus' brood.
Hmm. But I suspect we leave that up to the elders. That's not really our call, but I'm telling you, those are our options for Philodoxes. Oh boy. Either way, it'll make for an interesting conversation. Oh, I need a
So,
drink. She kind of just
well,
face palms.
I didn't. That was not my intent,
Oh boy.
but I thought it was worth knowing.
It definitely is.
If yeah, she is not kinfolk. I don't. I do not believe she is kinfolk.
You would know.
Hmm.
I definitely would have picked it up.
Hmm. I suppose it would be different if she was with child, but I do not think she would agree to that just for this.
I wouldn't either.
No, I would
She
not either.
chuckles.
Eh, Not that not that I'm thinking about that. I'm not. I'm just.
I was gonna say it's a little too soon to be
No,
thinking about that.
yes. Well, we when we discussed, we had to. I had to think things in the long because I travel and move, and I'm not always going to be in the same area, and I had to make sure that just kind of looks at her, it looks awkward. Anyway,
Yes, you're a wanderer.
yes, but yes, um, but I suspect if I cannot go, at least to fight, I think I will try to talk her out of going.
I mean, you even if they tell you not to go, I mean, you can disobey and go. It just kind of there might be consequences later.
That is fine. And I will deal with them when they come.
But we should probably talk to Ekta first
Jump that far.
before we jump the gun and go do something.
Yes. Um, okay, I will get in touch with her, and then I will get in touch with you. Um,
Okay.
but if you would like tonight, I can get you a drink. I can get you two for your celebration, and then for making your head hurt just now.
Well, should we make our way to Molly Malone's?
That would be fine.
Yeah. She kind of looks at the fire, I suppose. And she kind of kicks some snow into the fire pit.
Oh, you do not think I would be missed for a day trip, do you?
Maybe not, but that depends on where you're going. It's always wise to let someone know where you're going just in case you don't come back.
Germany.
Germany.
Take a train, come back. Yeah.
But why?
Date.
A date to Germany?
Yes. You've never taken a date to Germany?
No.
That's right there. He like just points in a different direction.
I've gone to Norway and that's about it.
We would considered going there as well, but that would involve boats. Train is faster.
Lovely country.
We were planning to go there. We Have you seen Paris at night?
Nope.
Just looks so sad for her. You have mate, yes?
I have what?
You have a mate, yes? No?
I am seeing a Fianna kinfolk, yes.
You should get him to take you to Paris. You can drink Irish whiskey on top of the Eiffel Tower.
I don't think that's his style. She kind of chuckles. No, I don't see Sean in Paris. No.
Brussels?
I'm. Oh boy.
I do not
he
judge. I
definitely
just.
likes boats.
Well, you could take a trip to Norway then, or England. Um, but yes, sometime within the month, I'm planning to just take a quick trip to Germany and back.
I
I will not
mean,
leave work here unfinished. Obviously, I said I would help, and I'm going to.
if it's a day trip, I don't see why they would make an issue, but you never know.
That's fine.
You never know.
Are you saying I should not take the trip, or just?
I'm not.
I'm just wondering. Okay. Um, is there anything else?
Check your
Yeah.
side chats or your chat. All right.
Let me. I'm gonna message Heather. See if she's still awake. She can always
All
meet us there.
right. Do 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 do.
I've been sitting on that for like a couple weeks. I'm like, okay, yeah, probably should share.
Yeah. All right. I tossed up the live link. We'll see if anyone bites.
She's typing a lot, so I'm suspecting no. Unless she's a slow typer. Oh, she's coming.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, so Eir and Alvaro will head to Molly Malone's.
It's got a little bit of a. He starts texting with like an old, I guess a crappy track phone.
Right. Eir's kind of lottie-dawing around. She's pulling her flannel up around herself tighter and buttoning it up and
Yeah, I figured I got a good 45 minutes to an hour left in me, so.
all right. Yeah, so she's just bebopping. Bebopping.
So, kids, planning to?
Not anytime soon.
I just wondering. Miss Veronica is Miss Veronica's with child. I don't know if that is up your interest or not.
Someday, but not.
Are you afraid of children?
Oh, gods, no.
No. So you want
afraid of
like
them.
5 then?
You're batshit crazy.
Ah, so 12. I knew you were an old-fashioned woman. See,
No, I
I
don't need that many.
I knew of families in the early 1900s that would have 12, just in case several died. You had more to continue the bloodline, and it makes sense. It makes sense for you. Says nodding.
I don't think that many are in the books.
20?
She looks at him like he's absolutely insane. No, no.
Not just.
Less than 5. Less than
Ah.
that. I
Well,
am not
and
a
it would have
lupus.
to.
I can't just pump out pups.
I never know. This world is strange and different.
Well, it is. It
You
is.
can't have. It would have to be a whole child, so you can't have like 1.5 child.
No, no. That would be
Well,
for a very interesting thing though. I mean 1.5 children?
oh, and Nick is coming too.
Yes.
Yes, I can torture Valkyrie again.
I'm gonna run and hit the bathroom here, so I'm gonna hit mute.
I'm gonna do the same.
All right.
But yeah, I'll be right back. Do 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 do. Yeah, we just finished a quick private scene with those two, and then headed to Molly's from there. So you know, cool. Valkyrie gets to meet. Yeah, awesome. Welcome back. Valkyrie gets to meet Alvaro. Long-awaited meeting. There is trolling to be had. I see you. I mean, this is at Molly Malone's.
Woohoo.
Hello.
Ooh, Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys know you're live right now?
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were.
Yep. We finished up a scene at the we finished up a scene at the Garou camp, and they decided they were going to Molly Malone's, which is a bar.
To drink.
And, yep, so we figured we'd throw it up and... oh, hey. So, yeah. Yep, so Eir and Alvaro are at
I just
Molly
let him out
Malone's
an hour
drinking.
ago, and he's at the door whining again. Fucking
Freedom.
Vinny.
Freedom. He needs freedom.
He goes outside, he uses the potty off the porch, and then scratches as soon as I sit down to let him back in again, because it's so cold he doesn't want to stay out there for long.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's like an almost 22-year-old fucking dog.
That would do it too. Holy pupper.
Yes, Valkyrie's excited. So many people she gets to meet. His Eir is her best friend.
Alvaro and Valkyrie finally get to meet. Been planning this for months.
Yes, and yep, Eir and Alvaro are already at the bar, being as we're live. We're they pretty much just got in the door too, because they walked here.
Would Eir have told Hef about it or no?
She could have, but
that
her
would
and
be the
Alvaro
best
were
way.
kind of on their way there.
No, that's cool.
He could have just decided to check it out too.
Yeah, he likes to drink after a hard day in the forge room.
Right. Well, it's a little Irish bar.
Where Eir will be drinking much American whiskey.
No American whiskey, only Irish.
I was going to say, see, Eir knows Valkyrie's real age, but she will be using her fake ID to get alcohol.
Yes.
She's had that kind of day.
Yes.
Just like
Eir likes having a little Irish in her.
That scene from Game of Thrones amuses me greatly. She looks so perplexed and confused, and
yeah.
I get that image from when Alvaro tries to give Eir American whiskey. Like, why would I want that?
Right.
He's like, but you know why?
Will order Irish whiskey because she's already heard Eir rant about it, and if she sees Eir, she will immediately go over to her.
Oh yeah, Eir is definitely sitting at the bar with this gentleman beside her on the screen.
A very lanky, Arabian-looking fellow.
Like right behind Eir, she's gonna hear Valkyrie go, "We're friends, right, Eir?"
Ugh.
Damn it! She says. She whips around. What is up with people and sneaking up on me tonight? Oh, for the love of Odin, why?
I would normally approach you from behind, but I need to ask you for a very important favor.
Oh.
And I will pay you almost any way you see satisfactory.
Well, I'm not making any promises. What is it, Valkyrie?
Alvaro leans over to Eir. There is a doll standing there. Do you see her?
Alvaro, this is Valkyrie. Valkyrie, this is my friend Alvaro. Come, sit, join us.
Hello, Mr. Mansell. She will take a seat, cross her thigh-high boots over each other, and she'll take a deep breath. I need someone of the physical prowess, bodyguard duty.
You want Lil?
And you assume that's me?
You're one of the few people I could trust with the situation.
Okay, what are we... I need to know more than just that you want me for bodyguard duty.
She kind of looks at Alvaro. Is he safe to talk openly in front of?
Yes.
You're doing it now.
A fellow will work.
She chuckled.
I have a fellow friend like me who works with the spirits, and they need someone to protect them while they tend to a situation.
Change my mind.
What situation is that? Wait. Okay, hold on, Valkyrie. She puts up a hand. And she's gonna say, "Let's take a booth over there instead of right here at the bar."
Good idea.
How
It's
short
been a
is
very
that?
long.
Oh, so Ekta is in the bar.
Yeah.
No, he just walks right past Valkyrie over to her. Hello.
Hello.
She orders like 2 more drinks before moving over to the bench or the booth.
Valkyrie, they're following me everywhere, and will motion the other two to join them at the booth.
She'll look. Vara looks to Ekta. We have a. I was going to speak with you about the situation, and there's a doll over there.
Yes, I've met the doll. She's actually, I believe, if I'm reading this correctly, she's about ready to ask the lovely redhead if she would also be willing to join in with looking after the diplomatic mission that I'm on.
Okay, well, the leader of the table.
She'll smile. Hello again. To
Hello.
Ekta. And hello, Mr. I suddenly walk off and then reappear with the kindred of my new acquaintances.
Arm in arm, might I add.
Hello. I return.
Eir will give them all nods. Ladies, gentlemen.
Eir, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing?
Well, I'm in need of a drink, hence being here. I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot more when this conversation is over. She kind of glances at Valkyrie.
Valkyrie offers her instead her shot of Irish whiskey she had got for herself and only taken a sip of. She even wiped the lipstick off the cup.
She's sliding it to her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. He takes it and drinks it.
You're a very rude gentleman, aren't you?
Eir just like watches as the whiskey starts to slide and Alvaro picks it up and shoots it.
What? I do not consider myself such, no.
I know everybody here except for you, sir. I'm Draven. It's nice to meet you. I'll hold up my hand.
You will shake it. Alvaro, I met.
Important Draven notes. He is probably just as pale as Valkyrie without any sort of makeup. And
Valkyrie's makeup is lipstick and eyeshadow. That's it, motherfucker.
Oh, my bad. My bad. How dare I? I suddenly realize I'm a jerk face. All right.
Yeah.
But there also as you get closer to him, the temperature actually drops, and there's just an eerie chill that goes up your spine.
Does he have any particular scent about him?
Cologne.
Oh, that reminded me. Do you need to know everyone's scent here?
I mean, do we?
Don't you dare put your nose where it doesn't belong.
What?
She points at him. Yeah, that's right.
What?
I'm sorry, but I believe the modern slang for that situation, if it involved me, would be he needs to take me out first.
Oh, that is where that was going. No, I am. He gets a bit awkward. I am fine. I am fine.
Ekta, though, could use some muscle while she talks to a Templar.
Am I still going with you?
She looks at Alvaro. Didn't we just have this conversation?
We did.
Okay. First things first.
Not quite in the same light, but yes.
I need a lot more information.
What do you need?
Just everything. Alvaro he was able to tell me some, but what?
To put it bluntly, we should tell her everything. I trust her with my life. I've walked into the other realm with her and back.
If it makes you feel any better, my brother and my cousin walk among your ranks. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to run around telling your business to people.
How dare you? Oh, I mean,
All right. A few months back, there was an incident where a Templar came into a gathering where
At a church.
And he busted up somebody's nose, excommunicated him, and stripped him of his titles, somehow or other got a writ from his pope, and then left. I mean, he roughed this man up pretty bad. And
The
friar?
Friar Leonard?
Yes, Friar Leonard.
Okay.
This man, a mercurial, wishes to turn a wonder that he wants to weaponize the safety mechanism, shall we say, and completely and totally destroy his soul. That which gives us our power.
Valkyrie motions between her and Ekta. Ekta
Okay.
and I are supposed to keep the balance between nature and mortal, life and death. This would upset the balance.
Yes.
And not to mention, this thing he wants to weaponize could possibly destroy everything around whatever he targets, which would mean a lot of trouble for you guys also, because it would probably upset your spirits.
Probably.
Which is why I am going to attempt to do my dharma and go talk to this man.
Oh, talking to fanatics. Goody.
And you wouldn't be going alone, but as I've said before, I'm much better with the non-physical combat. I need someone who, if need be, could physically restrain him.
You do understand that if he's like you don't know all the abilities that he possesses. That could very well go over poorly as well.
If I really needed to fight him, I just have to take him where there's no computers. The less of man-made items around him, the weaker he is.
Are we talking about the Templar?
We're talking about the one who wants to weaponize this thing.
Oh, you want to kill him?
Not kill him, just spank him very, very hard and give him a timeout.
Oh, okay. So,
Are we talking
we're
about
giving him a reward?
What?
I knew you were Ken. I knew you were Ken. Okay, wait.
Completely blood red and goes, What does spanking have to do with a reward?
It
Nothing.
depends. I will explain later. I thought the plan was to speak with the Templar, and if things went bad, I step in. So now
Yes, that is the first step. Yes.
We're also trying to stop one of our own who is fanatical and thinks he's a computer.
There are
Oh,
two fanatics.
oh, for the love of... Okay, I know who you're talking about.
I believe you've met him.
Yes, I know Aaron. Okay, so what do you know about Aaron, besides that he believes he's a computer?
All of his innate gifts revolve around man-made items.
And there is also some sort of spirit. I don't think it's a wraith, but there's a spirit that apparently rides him.
The spirit is...
Alvaro raises an eyebrow.
I have nothing. I can't
okay.
even talk in this conversation.
Oh boy. Okay, so the spirit
shooting
is essentially a fire giant.
I will be right back. Valkyrie is going to go order a bottle of vodka and a bottle of whiskey and bring it back to the table.
This
A
fire giant is named Surtur.
I know Surtur.
You know a Surtur, or do you know this Surtur?
Well, I know a Surtur. I know of Surtur.
Well, there are many types of this spirit, but this one is very, very, very old, from what I understand. I think he is the Surtur.
Why would the Surtur be dealing with a singular individual?
We were
Very
just
good
discussing.
question.
Wow.
It literally just came up about an hour ago.
Yeah, it did.
I believe that whenever this fire giant that rides him spoke to me for a brief moment, there was something said that he was not like us. He was made rather than born.
Well, that is very interesting. Okay.
So you want us to...
Perhaps this has something to do with why he doesn't like us. She glances at Alvaro.
Could be.
Aaron doesn't like you guys, but you're so nice.
Thank you.
No, Surtur
You're my
has
favorite
a
Eir I've
great
ever met.
disdain for us. She points between her and Alvaro.
Wow. I mean, lots of things are beautiful and dangerous, just like people. You can't control that. That's just life.
But to thing, you want us to give him a spanking, more or less.
Discipline, yes. Just
I do
not human nature back into him.
I do not think he will take a beating without retort. From the way he sounds vindictive. If we have to beat him, we will have to kill him.
Or
this was literally just an idea we had over having to kill him to stop this fanatical plan he had. Because if he does what he wants to do and it damages like y'all guys's, I don't know where it is, what's their home called? Your home. I don't know the word for it. If he damages that with his weapon, I don't think there's a way to protect him any longer. At least protect his life this cycle.
From the talks we've had, he was not the only one on board with this, yes?
And far as I've heard, he's the only one who's been on board, and she's going to look towards Draven and Ekta.
It was his idea. Kalis
is a dumbass.
That name sounds so familiar. I believe I've met him once.
I have literally been going toe to toe with him, trying to get him to understand, because he is over the society that owns this machine. Near as I can tell. So if I can actually sway a Kalis, there might be hope that, any one of us could find a weakness in the machine and just throw something in it.
That is true. And I mean, it wouldn't be hard with a Kalis. I mean, he's a complete dumb whore.
I'm not technologically inclined.
But if he's not on board, if he's not behind it, then it's just going to get built again.
While they're talking, Valkyrie's refilling all their shot glasses, one of vodka, one of whiskey.
Ekta is just going to kind of put her hand over the glass that's in front of her.
I will be right back. He will get up and go to the bar, and he will get a soda and a water, and he will come back and set one down in front of, or set both down in front of Vecna.
Aww.
Thank you, my love.
He
She looks between them and goes, "Aw, this is why you had the experience to answer my questions earlier."
What? Yeah, Draven kind of arches his eyebrow at the "my love" comment.
what?
Eir smirks but says nothing and just shoots her whiskey back.
Ekta is my designated mage mom, I guess you could call her.
Everybody needs a mom.
That
I
make
never
me
had
daddy.
one. Well, I had one when I was born. What?
You're not
I
15 years old. It's appropriate to call you daddy. Is all she's going to say in response to that.
Oh. Oh.
The point of the matter is, though, something needs to be done because this is a dangerous situation for everyone. And Aaron probably doesn't like you guys because he probably comes off as something else to you guys.
No, Aaron. I think Aaron's problem is Surtur. Because before Aaron had this spirit in his life, he was he was definitely different. How about I put it that way?
He was
Not
a little
quite like this.
vain when I first met him, but he still had a problem with other people. Kept talking about how he needed to get rid of his humanity.
yeah, well, I think he's succeeded in that.
If he wants to be a machine, then that makes sense.
The machine.
I've seen his spirit friend in action, and well, it's a big fiery mess.
I was going to say the only thing I could think of is maybe make our own spirit friend. I mean, I have enough tribute at my house. Maybe we could get that Nidhogg to help us.
Eir smirks and she says, "That was kind of what I was thinking.
That is.
He is a devourer spirit. He could devour at least the spirit, so maybe we could better rein in Aaron."
I mean, it would work because Aaron is slowly. He's trying to do what he thinks is right. I'll give him props for that. But every plan he's come up with lately has always been the direct approach that puts everyone in the city in danger. And that screams at me imbalance, and I'm not going to hear the end of it from the will if I don't do something.
No joke.
Not the best fighter, and I'm sure he expects me not to even try to challenge him with not having much combat training.
Well, herein which lies the issue with a spirit like Nidhogg being a devourer spirit. It too is going to need a place to call its own, or it will keep devouring. If we give it a nest,
there will be nothing left.
If we give it a nest, he will have a place to go and not want to proceed. Now, from what I understand, these fanatics have retaken that church, correct?
No. The church has been deconsecrated. He has his own church that we are under pain of death if we step foot onto the property.
I was incorrect. That is
okay. Well,
I was thinking about keeping across the street to do what my faith calls pachar. To try and draw him out.
And he doesn't know my face, so even though we're of the same tradition, I could step through and walk the other world and see how it looks on that end for you.
Could you?
I mean, it's not that hard. I'm a lot better with spirits than people.
Well, my theory is if we can give this devourer spirit a space, once it devours, it's just going to nest there and not mess with anything else.
My question, when you say give it a nest, does it have to be a specific place or a person or...
Well, the church that they decommissioned was a place of power, correct?
Yes.
To
It
some?
needs a place like that.
Mm. I don't know.
Yes, it would involve a great sacrifice, but it takes out multiple problems at the same time.
It could work, Ekta. I mean, you and me, we could set that up to be another place of power if it needs to be reset.
And I can summon,
I mean, I can't do it alone, but I know how to set up a node, so that's not a problem.
and I know how to summon spirits and deal with spirits.
What sacrifice are we looking at?
The place of power.
I think she meant, is there anything attached? Blood, water, urine, death?
That it wants power. That's it. Whatever comes into making that place of power, it will take. If we, it's not, the spirit isn't a evil spirit. It is technically a spirit of balance.
I honestly don't believe any spirit's truly full evil. They might be a little insane, but not evil.
Yes. Well, this spirit is a
I love the fact that the Death Walker and the fucking Theurge are talking spirits.
it's a spirit of balance. So, like, for example, when it was freed, it didn't devour every spirit in its path. It devoured some. It
So
kept a balance.
the question is, Ekta, as my superior, what would you prefer morally for the sacrifice?
Well, who are we talking about using this Nidhogg on?
Surtur, to get him out of the way, so maybe Aaron will think for himself and not have this guy piggybacking. He could. I mean, are there other spirits that would need it?
There are other spirits, but none that have of non-human nature that have talked to me this openly without me giving them some of my blood first.
Blood is a powerful tool.
That is true, just as names are.
Now, will this idea be dropped if Aaron comes to his senses? Is he, like I said, is he the only one behind this?
Right now, I feel like Aaron is being used between this giant spirit and Achilles. No offense to Achilles, he's my superior of a different tradition. Don't trust the man. He's too pretty and too smooth.
Nothing wrong with being pretty.
No, there's nothing wrong with being pretty.
Alvaro checks his face.
When you're able to walk into a room and then you get disappointed because certain people aren't oogling and worshiping you like the others, it's odd. It's also odd that everyone I've ever met, dead or living, has known his name and had a connection to him.
That is different.
He is like a politician. He might be trying to do what's right, but I don't fully trust his hands are clean.
And he is not of the same yoke as Ekta and yourself?
No. Oh, see, I
Yeah,
can
he's
remember what
gone
he
through.
is.
He's gone through the Diksha. We are talking about the one who is the groundskeeper at Mudens, are we not? Are you telling me that he isn't of the tradition? That he's not of our rule?
Last I was informed, he wasn't a Euthanatos like us.
Who are you talking about?
Achilles.
Oh, I've met him once at Fairyland, actually, prior to Halloween. She kind of glances at Ekta.
You're just
He
kind
was
of-
trying to take some kind of power from a fae being there, and I think he succeeded.
There's something about you and axes, right?
Valkyrie's eyebrow is twitching.
Not entirely sure what he did. I just know that it was some kind of fae being.
Good way to put it. Fae spirits, beings, whatever you want to call them, are very powerful, very manipulative, and very addictive. It's like if you danced in a spiral and saw nothing but starlight.
Alvaro looks marginally uncomfortable when she mentions spiral.
Right?
He just kind of glances for a second.
Oh, see, I did that as a joke because she talks funny anyway. And in character, I thought it would be a great thing to throw in there because she doesn't
Right.
get why it's an issue. Is something wrong?
No.
No.
Ekta's husband looked uncomfortable.
We are not there yet. Not that. Moving on.
Both of Draven's eyebrows are up.
Ekta's literally blushing and putting her head down on the table.
No one asked you, Kendall.
I'm going to assume that my homeschooling sheltered lifestyle has misunderstood the situation between you two.
We are dating.
Oh, you're courting. Oh, that's lovely.
I mean, yes, but I do not hear that term used, not in the past 4 decades, but yes. He leans in. He leans in. Are you an android?
He what?
He leans in and asks her if she's an android.
Valkyrie?
Yes.
She looks a little like taken aback. She goes, "No, heavens, no."
I just the clothing and the I wasn't sure.
I like gothic clothing is all. No, I'm a teenager.
Oh, okay.
Enjoy your vodka.
I see.
She whispered the teenager part though.
Like, there were many women in such clothing at that market.
Eric kind of reaches over and grabs the bottle of whiskey that is in
Alvara's
front of
just gonna
Valkyrie
suddenly
and starts pouring herself shots.
Draven's holding up his glass of help.
She'll pour her Draven a glass too.
I need to clear the air. My name is Valkyrie. I'm 18 years old. I'm a very awkward homeschool.
You're in the bar.
She's fine.
It's
Amsterdam anyway.
I know. I'm
She's
young
like,
too.
she does keep an ID though that says she's 21, which is what she used in the bar because she doesn't want people normally knowing her real age. I am trusting you because I trust Ekta and I trust Eir. And Draven says we're best friends, so I guess I trust him also.
Not all of you are my best friends.
I appreciate your
You're my
faith in
best
me.
friend, and Air's one of my really good friends.
so
Ekta's a new friend, and I don't know about this guy, but he has a good sense of humor.
Thank
So,
you. I
very
like it,
interesting.
so.
Alvaro is good people.
What's
This
Aaron's
is-
whiskey doing? How's it doing?
Air just poured herself a shot of whiskey.
Oh, cool. Is she mining it at this current time?
She's holding it.
Okay.
So-
She's preparing to take the shot.
So let me get this straight. After I left Samhain, in tears over crazy man in the cowboy boots playing. Akalis tried to siphon it off of him.
No. This did not happen on Halloween. This happened before Halloween.
Before the axes.
Yes, before. No.
Before the axes.
This happened. Yes, this happened long before Halloween. I want to say maybe. Oh boy, I'm really bad with time. Maybe a year ago.
I will get you a watch.
If not, it was the first time I ever stepped foot into Fairyland.
And I believe the second time was when I found you and Rat and the others, and I thought you were normal people, and I was so worried about you.
Eir is
Yes.
fairly normal. Maybe
Yes.
a little eager to be a mother, but she is fairly normal.
What?
What?
No.
No, you do not need to deny it, Eir. It is fine.
Oh,
Valkyrie is not judging you.
I do
I
not judge anyone.
have no need to be a mother anytime soon. It can wait. Don't let this man's jokes get in your brain.
I believe he's what Rat was calling a ragabash.
Oh, he's definitely a new moon.
I feel typed, and you may deny it all you wish, but
And Eir takes a shot.
And Ekta is just looking around kind of lost.
Yeah, I'm completely lost as well.
Anyways, back to business, Alvaro.
what?
This is not
I
business.
did not go down this line of conversation.
You did
Things were
too.
rolled up. No,
It's
I
all
was trying to
Alvaro's
steer.
fault.
But no. Yes, the initial the time that I met Akalis was like a year ago, and he was trying to siphon some kind of fey energy out of a cabin in Fairyland, I believe. Yes.
Why?
So
I'm not entirely sure. It was an ancient fey spirit or something trapped there. It's
So what we need to do is we need to set up a place of power as a nest for Nidhogg. We need to investigate Akalis, because I don't trust him as far as I can throw him, and that's not very far. I don't work out.
Obviously.
She stepped on Alvaro's foot.
Everything all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't have to be strong to be good at what you do.
And I'm very, very good at what I do.
Who said that? I'm getting voices mixed up.
Valkyrie said that.
Oh. Hey. Oh. Oh. Oh.
oh.
I take another shot.
I was
Taking a shot.
wondering, I was really and truly wondering why I was having to spell out the Chidona. Because Akalis seems perfectly fine with obliterating his Atman.
I don't know what any of that means. I'm sorry.
The destroying his soul.
Possibly.
Akalis, the past few times I've seen him, has been either, what's the word, when you're at a party and you're networking and with higher people?
Schmoozing?
Schmoozing?
Schmoozing.
Ah,
Isn't-
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
He's schmoozing, or he's been all shadows and avoiding everyone.
Hobnobbing.
What is the fun in that? Schmoozing's better than hobnobbing, but hobnobbing's a good word too.
It's a 10-cent word.
And I think Ekta, if you don't do it, I might set something up to keep an eye on him. Because I want to know what he's up to. Especially since I consider Aaron a friend, and this is putting Aaron in danger as well.
Well, if we can. Oh,
Well, the
Aaron's
question
a
is,
tough
where do we
one.
start? Would you want to speak with the Templar first, or do you want to confront Aaron first and deal with the spirit that's riding him in a completely non-sexual way?
Somebody's got something on their mind.
Valkyrie has tilted her head in a very innocent doll-like manner.
Draven just got a grin on his face, looking between Alvaro and Ekta.
He's just looking, straight on. He's not meeting his eyes on that because he refuses to acknowledge that's a thing.
I like you
think
people.
it would be a good idea for us to split up into teams, well, for at least the prep work.
I would agree.
For which part?
Who's the best person? Who's the best person at talking to Aaron?
Certainly,
The last time Aaron had a normal emotional conversation with me, he was telling me about his ratings of all the women he's met in town so far and their best
Oh.
assets.
so perhaps Draven?
Yeah, maybe Draven, because I don't mind going, but I mean, we've had conversations since that conversation, and he's been completely emotional, like emotionless. No emotions, robotic, I'm going to do this, I'll kill anyone who gets in my way kind of scenario.
No.
But I don't know him, so that's not going to create a problem with it. Oh,
Maybe I could go talk to him and Draven could come with me?
that would be good. I'd go with you, because then if he does
Yeah.
attack or lash out, I can be there.
Considering I'm not the person to talk to Aaron by any
And you're
means.
trying to use your fists. I trust you to punch him, and I'll tie
I
him up
don't
with
think he likes me.
I still think he's a fool if he doesn't like you. You're a wonderful person.
Thank you.
I guess you're all right.
No, he really, really, really does not like people of their persuasion.
He doesn't. And that's in part because of the spirit, I believe.
To be fair, Aaron makes it seem like he doesn't like anyone who isn't a mage, so...
No, I sent a care package with Tumo. I can't remember what I made, but I sent it with him and wanted to come and see if anybody needed attention, treatment, and was told outright that they would make me feel uncomfortable, that they were just little rage machines.
Aaron's words?
I can't remember exactly the words that he used, but that was essentially what he said. He said that you guys would make me feel really uncomfortable and that there was no...
They don't make me feel uncomfortable. And
Me neither.
I mean, anywhere I think a wolf might be, I usually leave something around the barrier exterior area and I go the opposite way. No offense, I know what'll happen if I go without permission into your homes.
Well,
Oh, what'll happen?
This
Various things.
will be torn apart and she
yeah.
face.
Yeah, there's only a select few that are allowed
It is
in
the
our
same
home.
as if somebody invaded your home without permission, you would defend it.
Yes.
I wouldn't need to. Great-great-grandmother
maybe.
and great-great-grandfather tend to that, and she'll sip her drink.
They
Raises
strive
my
for their-
brow.
They are spry for their age. Then
Well, when you don't have a body holding you down, it works wonders.
yes,
I see.
I could talk for hours on the ones that have that I will get distracted again. Anyway, planning. Um, so where do we start with Aaron first? Then before we deal with we should decide how we're going to deal with Templar.
Who is the most immediate
I
thing?
have an idea.
Okay.
Yeah, most immediate thing.
Well, I feel like if they're going to be dealt with, they should all be dealt with in, relatively around the same time, so nobody else has time to
Mount a
counter.
Mm,
We don't want to give anybody else time to prepare.
I think killing. Well, if you deal with the spirit, it may help, but I think killing him will open a can of worms that will be worse than the Templars.
I would tend to agree. Because then whatever's riding him will not have a place to go.
My suggestion for your lot is to dispatch the Templars before the weapon has a chance to be used.
How powerful are the Templars?
Templars.
He remembers every single life, every single death.
And what did he do in those lives again? You said he was in part of every one?
Typically, the Templar is reborn over and over again and is typically always our enemy.
So what's to stop him from being reborn again?
Nothing.
And I don't have a problem with him being reborn, because reborn means a chance for a new life that helps the world keep its balance, and maybe he'll learn to not be such an asshole.
How many times has he been reborn and he's been an asshole?
He's
To Luxecta, I don't think we actually know much about his past lives beyond he's been a Templar every time.
and that he remembers the Crusades.
That was
So he's had a lot of time to be reborn multiple times as an asshole.
Yes.
And he keeps being reborn as an asshole.
Yes.
But destroying him where he's not reborn will hurt the world. It'll throw things out of whack.
Will
Not
it?
only will it throw things out of whack, let's take a look at what this could mean long term. Albert Einstein fought until the day that he died for disarmament. What we have here is the equivalent of a nuclear weapon. And we're planning on using this nuclear weapon on something that, near as I can tell, is not Naraka. They're not fallen. Carl has not fallen. He does not seek descent. He's not doing heinous acts that no one would believe that there's no reason for.
Was there a reason for him to beat on a priest? Mind you, I am not of that branch of religion.
Was the priest corrupt?
No, it was literally a difference of religious opinion.
No.
And he was trying to convert him by the sword. But at the same time...
People have been fighting over that for years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Might be a good idea for this Templar not to see my face then.
Probably not. But I'm really hoping that I can go to the Akashics.
Hey, I'm Akashic.
And perhaps work together to break his fate.
It's worth a try if it doesn't upset the will. If it upsets the will, then you know what happens to the web of life.
Yeah,
I
but if
take
we can,
it.
I don't mean break his fate as in explode his avatar or reduce it to its base components or what have you.
She actually looks over at her wolf friend. Do you need me to explain any of those terms before we continue the discussion?
All of them?
We'll start with the easiest. The avatar is what our souls basically look like. It's
Okay.
a part of our true self. You could say we're not exactly normal humans like you guys. She'll motion to both of them.
We're not exactly normal either.
Each of us, I'm sure, as Alvaro and you have discovered, have what's a good term for what do you guys call when you're from different groups of the same thing?
Well, I mean, some say clans, some say tribes.
We kind of call that traditions, and we're
Okay.
basically like that. We're different ones. We have different jobs. For me and Ekta here, we're in charge of keeping the balance. For Draven here, he can tell you exactly what his people do himself, besides, meditate and throw punches.
Hey, you just told everything. Shiminy Christmas.
She smirks and makes her.
I'm
From what I've been told,
familiar
we're
with
the punchy
meditating and throwing punches.
No, we do stringently through purity of mind, body, and soul open up our potential and fuel our magics.
Okay.
We're the best tradition. I mean,
We all say that, though.
I know, but we're right.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Sleep. Oh, Valkyrie says, chuckling. Except for you, Alvaro. I probably wouldn't need to watch over you sleeping. You have Ekta to watch your back.
And sometimes front.
I would say that as of the moment, we are not staying in the same residency, and that
She
is
doesn't
neither.
need to be there physically to watch over you.
I really don't.
And,
This I did not consider.
and that's when things got really weird.
Anyway, so
Valkyrie is smiling very mischievously, by the way.
Yeah, Draven has a grin on his face as well.
So wait,
Anyway.
it's like Santa Claus? She sees you when you're sleeping?
Oh, that's not creepy.
She knows when you're awake? Oh! Eir takes another shot, like pours herself another one and just...
What was that? What was that noise before you took a shot there?
Oh.
I believe
fear, true fear.
Then you have what Aaron is. They tend to work their those cars, guns, anything that's made by humans.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep this simple because I know this is a lot to take in. Oh, let's see, who else are there? The Celestials. Of course, they're about religion, I believe.
Well, about monotheism and sing-songy and...
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I'm forgetting some, Ekta.
Did
Did you get the ones with the weird science?
Oh, the Society of Either.
Yeah.
She kind of like
weird science
face. They're kind of the ones you would think of about the scientists who get fired a lot for doing unethical alchemy and such.
It's alive!
No.
They're the ones
Um,
that build the atoms, Frankenstein monsters of the world.
There are the Hermetics, which they're about as varied as anything.
Oh, the Verdants also, who are all about Mother Gaia and protect nature and all that. They're
Dream
powered.
Seekers.
Okay.
The Dream Speakers are pretty rare, though. I haven't really seen many of them around in years.
Did you mention the verbena?
That's who she
Yes.
just mentioned.
Oh, sorry.
There actually is one here. A little bit concerning. She moved awfully fast with that one gentleman and changed
no,
everything.
not the no.
Huh?
What am I missing?
You were speaking of Miranda, yes?
Yes.
Oh, Miranda. Sweet, sweet Miranda.
What happened?
I've still yet to meet her.
I've met a couple different Mirandas.
It is a long and migraine-inducing story.
Yeah.
I keep
sort of
saying Miranda,
thing.
and I keep thinking of Serenity.
Huh?
Nothing. That's pop culture reference.
Oh.
Valkyrie has slowly moved the whiskey and vodka away from Draven towards Eir.
He will.
Yeah, he's very
reach out.
glassy-eyed at the moment.
Var will reach over and just slowly slide the whiskey toward himself.
Eir just proceeds into enjoying the the whiskey.
And those are the normal ones. We also have ones that are complete fuck-ups that want everything to be honky-dory, nothing but human, normal.
The same.
Okay.
She kind of like looks around. She whispers, "There's also one group called, I'm going to write it down because we don't say their name out loud or they appear." And she writes technocracy down and slides it over to Eir.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
like,
She reads she takes the paper and reads it. Okay.
They'll
Oh,
even kill
Nessie?
children if it means proceeding with their plans. They want pretty much anything besides themselves gone for the supernatural scene. I believe they are.
So they would fuck all of us.
Oh, what was that company they work with? It starts with a P.
I've already seen the paper.
It starts with a P. I wouldn't know.
I'll remember it later. They're known for working with this research company a lot that develop weapons. The name's
Is it Pentex?
P.
Who knows?
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
But so where are you thinking of starting with the diplomacy with Templars first, then possibly dispatching, or dealing with the spirit that is on your friend?
Well, if we deal with that spirit, we have to have a place for the other one to go first.
Or you could also deal with the Templar, and while you do that, Draven and I can go and do prep work, get materials needed for Nidhogg, and maybe investigate Akalis some while you're out doing that.
So
Me being there, even though I want to be there to protect you, will probably piss the Templar off since I'm pagan.
I'm at least monotheistic.
Yeah, I don't think that they would like me very much.
The only problem is that while their Jesus is one of our saints, I'm not exactly of his faith.
We need a Christian. I can't believe
I
Samantha.
I am not that.
Samantha.
Yes, Samantha.
I know Samantha. I could give her a call.
Yes.
I was actually at her house earlier this evening.
One of the things that I would like to try to do to maybe soften. Now, granted, I'm not making any promises because every single outcome I saw was not good. There might be a woman and a little boy in his life, though.
In the Templar's life?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know how they're related. I don't know if this is something that could be, something that is. I just get kind of flashes.
Something that was?
Or something that was. I mean, but the rest of them was everything from him being sacrificed, burned alive on an altar of glowing glyphs that I've never seen.
Of glyphs. Can you describe them? I can read glyphs of all kinds. Glyphs and runes.
I have a copy of the runes we took tracings of a while back, Ekta. Wait, on the job with Aaron? If you can read them, that would probably be a better idea. Yes, I know. I see the side chat. We'll have to discuss it with the High Council Wizardry.
A Harry Potter reference.
I feel like it is.
I recently checked out the book because with my family gone, I can now read whatever I want, whenever I want.
I read a lot.
I don't.
Yes, you should have seen the person I met earlier today with Ekta offering to give me a TV when I told them I didn't own one.
Yes.
Oh
I
my.
don't own a TV either.
Nor do I.
I don't have time. When would I have time?
Exactly.
In between the long stretches of sleep and endless work, there is a small window of about 10 minutes that you might be able to put in some TV time.
Right before I fall asleep.
Yes. I did not say you would enjoy the viewing, so the time was there.
If there is a way to maybe shift his fate a little bit, make him a bit more pliable.
That would cost a lot, but it would be worth it. The question is, are we willing to pay that price?
Something's got to stop the flow. tock, tick tock.
I'm willing to put some in. I can hit up a node, stock up, bring it along.
Put somewhat in? I'm sorry.
She's
I've been
willing to
drinking.
pay, she's willing to pay a price to help alter the fate.
Yeah, my character's eyes are really glassy, and he's just like, I'm sorry, I've been drinking.
I think we should
I
get Draven home.
No, I'm good.
I can get
Are
him
you
there.
sure?
You're
Oh yeah.
You're not. Give me your keys.
Oh, I'm not driving. I don't have a car.
Give me your shoes.
No.
Um,
These shoes are expensive.
Valkyrie's going to pull out her special thermos of water that she uses for healing and slide it over to Draven. Drink some of this, Draven. It'll help a little bit.
I'll put it in a shot glass and then take a drink.
It's literally the water that she has set up with the ritual for the healing. I don't know if it will actually affect him being drunk because Valkyrie doesn't know in character, but why not try?
Warm fuzzy feelings. That's all I know. Add it to my warm fuzzy feelings. He'll smile.
warm
Thank you.
fuzzies.
Okay, so
I'm less drunk and more buzzed. I feel really good.
that's good. It's good. Keep that. Hang on to that feeling.
That's why I'm not drinking more anymore. Also, she took the bottle.
I would put a damper on that.
Oh,
So
No, she can take whatever she wants.
why don't you all keep us in the loop?
Valkyrie looks very confused and looks over at Eir. Is he really that drunk?
I don't know.
They kept putting shots in front of him of whiskey. He doesn't drink that much.
so apparently Draven's a really cheap date.
I am just like his player is. I don't drink a lot. I'm even being huge. I get drunk pretty darn quick.
Valkyrie is going to shift extremely uncomfortably at this moment. It is obvious she does not know how to handle that comment. So, I will.
He pulls out a piece of paper.
I'm going to assume we are not going to be taking any human lives for this, so I will remove that from the list of requirements.
Well,
I
we
would hope not.
I mean, I always have my parents on the back burner in case a sacrifice is needed.
My dad likes a good sacrifice too.
But if you take them unwillingly, it kind of taints the energy.
Oh, well, I don't think he cares so much.
I don't think my mother would even know where she is right now.
He doesn't really watch over me or anything. He's just around.
You were going to alter the Templar's fate.
We're going to try.
Okay.
It just may take a really long time because these things are not quite.
Well, you can have some of my essence and blood. That should help boost it up and make it the fate go smoothly.
Is there anything we can do to help you with that?
Actually,
I have good essence. He pulls his shirt out and looks down. Yeah, I have good essence.
trying so hard not to face while she starts to and composes herself.
Oh boy.
Do you have anything you consider sacred that could be portable?
Sacred and portable.
Like a item of spiritual significance? It would definitely be useful in setting up an area.
I do not. Are you talking about doing this now?
Not right this minute, no. Draven needs to sober up.
I'm good.
Agnes just going to look at you and shake her head.
I'll make sure he gets home safely. It's the least I can do. I didn't realize he couldn't drink that much.
Well, if you like, Acton, I can walk you both home. and then I can see her off and go from there. I assume Eir would be fine. Eir, if you'd like, though, I can make sure you make it back safely as well.
I can make it home.
Alvaro just wants to know where all the women live.
What?
If that was the case, it would be I would not
Alvaro's-
walk Draven home.
I'm pretty.
I mean, you are a man, but Mark belongs to another and another gender.
Understood.
I think
I'm
I can
sorry
make
if
it home.
Like
It's okay.
grids at Ekta before she says this next line. But Mr. Alvaro, Draven is so lonely and cold at night.
I'll even
I
let you be the big spoon.
Wait, we're not talking like party favors here, are we?
What? Maybe.
What?
Oh.
What did I miss?
I'm kidding. I'm joking. I
We
know
have a
that
red
his
light
heart belongs
district
to
where you
you,
can
Ekta.
pick up someone to snuggle with at
Oh,
night, you know?
no, that's okay. I have a.
That is what needs to be done. I will help you, my friend, soon.
No, I'm okay with that. Not that.
I cannot let you be cold.
I'm not cold.
Valkyrie wanted to tease the guy who was weird with his joke earlier, and this is backfired on her.
What has happened? I'm so confused. I do not.
Everything will be fine, my friend.
Valkyrie, save me.
You will have someone to keep your bed warm tonight.
I'm good. I have a stuffed friend.
Oh
Yes.
my!
We'll call him Mr. Snugglepuss.
Oh,
Well, no, he's a bear. You wouldn't name a bear Snugglepuss. I had it when I was a kid.
I believe
yes,
I
good
can
bear.
find you a bear.
No, a bear's name is like Barrington or Sir Fluffy
Or Ted.
Teddy.
or
Yes.
Ted. Yeah. And I'm
His
sorry.
name is Sir Reginald III, and he's an amazing bear.
And he
Don't
will be
judge.
part of the ritual. That's got to have a lot of emotional connection there.
I really do, actually. I've had it since I was a baby. It's one of the few things my parents gave me that I own. The temple people let me keep it.
Oh. Wow.
That's sweet.
So,
Yeah.
Very cute.
no live sacrifices of the human nature. Got it. I'll get some of my artifacts from my house. Eir, anything that seems significant, you can bring along and we'll tell you if it's useful or not. You can put Alvaro to work. Or your brother, or really anyone you think you can trust with helping us with this. And
You could give up Irish whiskey forever. And
No.
this ritual. It is for a good cause.
I want that of Eir because Irish whiskey is her one true love.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
But then there you are. That seems an agreeable sacrifice. I can recommend another brand.
No, I don't. I don't think my Irishman would appreciate me giving up Irish whiskey. Then what would we drink together?
And if you want, we could actually do this at by my node, even if you want. It's not at my house.
Where is it?
So
That would be useful.
And I
mean, I know you mentioned blood. I can give some of that. There's lots of spiritual significance in our blood.
yeah.
Said that we are part spirit.
Since I'm basically already dead, my blood is really good for this.
What?
It's a form of speech among us, and she'll motion to Ekta and herself. Typically go through moments of either death or near death to become what we are. Oh, yeah. So she'll be like, The node I have is located in the cemetery I work at, the local one. If you guys meet me there when you're ready to do this, let me know, and we'll all meet there.
Cemetery.
It's a place of power, a connection to the beyond.
Mm,
Okay.
that is fine. When?
Yep.
As soon as we can, because it's going to take a little while for this to take hold.
So
It's not like a direct. It isn't direct. It's very indirect. You just kind of give it a nudge.
While we do this, though, after we complete the ritual, I will then take Draven and whoever you suggest to do the rest, set up the rest. And then you can either talk to the Templar or we can decide to go after Aaron with Nidhogg. Yes, we probably will.
And probably at the same time.
Ritual, talk to Templar, Nidhogg, and Aaron.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess at this point, I should take my best friend to his establishment to rest with his teddy bear.
I will send somebody soon.
It'd probably be good for him.
And Laura, you know where I live, and you know my phone number, and we will see you later. Etna, you know my number.
Yes.
Alvaro, you know the ladies.
He hands her a piece of paper, just in case. You do not need to give me yours, just that is mine.
She'll put it in her wallet and her purse that's full of other random cards and phone numbers. And then she'll also give them more bordello passes because the woman wanted me to work for her. I said no. The least I could do is pass these out.
He takes it and puts it in his stuff.
It says Miss Scarlett Duncern's bordello and brothel.
Oh, I do not need this, but
it also, like, in little golden letters below that, it's also got a restaurant area, a front area that's not for the brothel area.
Oh.
It's like live shows on the stage, music and dancing and dinners and stuff like that. And anyone with any kind of information on vampires would know part of the logo has the Giovanni symbol hidden in it.
Yep. Nope. She's oblivious to all of that.
Yep. You just talk to
There
the
isn't
Zuster.
oblivious to it.
Is there anyone else that might help you with this ritual? I would try to get all your ducks in a row as far as that it goes.
I could ask Uncle. You guys know him as Angel. He might help.
Something to consider.
I mean, he might be a little mad I'm rebelling a little bit, but I mean, sometimes the status quo needs to be shaken.
You were young. You need to grow and spread your wings.
That's true.
All right, I need to take Raven home.
That is a good song. He's let it out.
I'm good.
All right. Well,
That's what Amsterdam needs, a karaoke bar.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, God.
well, karaoke could be interesting, but not tonight. Maybe another night. I'm sure we can find one later. I promise to make all of your ears bleed.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have some prep work to do, don't we? After getting our drunken friend Draven home and a night of rest, yes?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for rest.
Yes.
Okay. Be sure to keep in touch with you all.
Luck be a lady.
Mhm.
Is all Valkyrie says as she helps Draven up. Come on, Draven. Your teddy bear is waiting for you. Let's get you out of here.
New one
All
will
right.
be there soon.
Air
Draven
kind of
will
picks
head
up
out.
with Valkyrie. Okay. Air kind of picks up what's left of the bottle of whiskey, and she's like, "This is mine now."
No, Alvaro had scooted it near him.
Oh, well, she grabs it.
I also have a tab here if you want another bottle.
Oh no, this one's fine. She smirks at Alvaro.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah.
And with that, amazing grace in her platform boots that she wears a lot of the time, she will lead Draven out because she is not proving to anyone how short she actually is.
Alvaro knows.
And Air is going to pick up the bottle and give Alvaro and Ekta a nod and take her leave.
Give her a wave.
Give her a nod.
Alvaro will walk back to home and
All right. Is that all we have to do this evening, ladies and gentlemen?
I think that is.
I gotta go
All
pass
right.
out.
All right. Well, thank you, players, for playing, and we'll all have a good night.